Okay, so picture this. You're in a lecture hall. The light is this dim crimson color, and the air, it's a crisp minus 50 degrees Celsius. The lecture today is about a brand new life form, an impossible life form, and things are about to get very, very strange. So our story kicks off on an alien world called Boria with a lecture from Professor Kalin. And he does not mess around. He opens with this absolute bombshell, telling his students that everything they thought they knew about biology is about to be completely shattered. But before we can even wrap our heads around this impossible new life, we've got to understand what the Boreans consider normal. We need to take a look at their world, where biology isn't soft or squishy, it's built from elegant, perfectly ordered crystal. So, what does normal look like on Boria? Well, for starters, it's cold, bitterly cold. They orbit a dim red dwarf, and their atmosphere is a mix of nitrogen and ammonia. But the thing that truly defines them, the star of the show really, is their dominant element, boron. Everything, from the landscape to their own bodies, is built from element 5. Now, for the Boreans, this isn't just some alternative chemistry. To them, it's perfection. They see their boron-based biology as the absolute pinnacle of what life can be. Let's dig into why. The difference between our two chemistries is, well, fundamental. Carbon, our biological foundation, likes to form these simple, kind of flat 2D chains and rings. But boron is electron-deficient. And that quirk forces it to create these incredibly complex and beautiful 3D cages, icosahedrons. So on a molecular level, Borean life is literally built from perfect, stable geodesic domes. And this is what Professor Kalin thinks of our carbon-based chemistry. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? From the Borean point of view, carbon is a simpleton's building block. It's flat, it's boring, and it's fundamentally weak compared to their elegant, three-dimensional element. And this chemistry gives them some pretty incredible advantages. Their biology isn't squishy, it's geometric. Their bones are made of a material that's basically as hard as diamond. Their joints are self-lubricating. And get this, their nerves use quantum tunneling for thought, which means their minds work at nearly the speed of light. Their entire system functions in a river of liquid ammonia. But water, the stuff that makes up 60% of our bodies, is their ultimate poison. To a Borean, a single drop of water would cause them to literally boil, detonate, and just dissolve into a cloud of gas and acid. For them, water is the solvent of death. So you've got this race of hyper-intelligent crystal beings living in a super cold ammonia world. Then one day, they pick up a signal that leads them to a place they can only describe as a planetary hellscape. They discover us. It all started when they picked up this primitive artifact out in deep space. It was our Voyager probe. They traced its path back to a yellow dwarf star, our sun, and sent a much faster analyzer to investigate. And the data it sent back, well, it wasn't just surprising. To them, it was utterly horrifying. This slide shows you exactly why they freaked out. Just look at the comparison of the two worlds. Cold versus hot, a gentle, life-giving solvent versus a deadly one. Their atmosphere is calm and stable, ours is corrosive and oxidizing. Our two planets aren't just different, they are thermodynamic opposites. To us, 15 degrees Celsius is a nice, pleasant spring day. To them, it's a furnace. The thermal energy is so violent it would literally shake their complex molecular cages apart. Their entire biology would just shatter from the heat. And then there's our air, oxygen. The gas we need to survive every single second is the most corrosive, hyperreactive poison they can possibly imagine. A single breath of our atmosphere would cause a Borean to spontaneously combust from the inside out. And yet, impossibly, they found life in this inferno, a biology forced to build itself from what they consider elemental dirt, carbon. So now we get to their analysis of our messy, chaotic biology. This comparison starts at the most fundamental level, our genetics. Their genetic code is stored in borazine, these incredibly stable rings that are practically indestructible. Ours is in a fragile double helix, held together by the weakest bonds in all of chemistry. From their perspective, our DNA is in a constant state of decay, always just one jolt of heat away from completely falling apart. And yeah, their list of our flaws is pretty long. Our cells are just bags of greasy fat. Our proteins are tangled strings that can collapse into useless goo if they get just a little too warm. We breathe poison to literally burn fuel inside our bodies. Our bones are brittle, and our high-pressure blood system means a simple cut can be a fatal leak. To them, it's a miracle we exist at all. But after all this horror, after all the mockery of our squishy biology, Professor Kalen's lecture takes this really profound turn. He arrives at a stunning new perspective on what life really is. And this is the pivot. After dissecting every single flaw he sees in our biology, the professor comes to this amazing realization. Life isn't about finding one perfect chemical solution. Life is a universal imperative. It's the universe's relentless, unstoppable drive to exist, no matter the circumstances. This just reveals a deeper truth, doesn't it? Life is simply resourceful. On Boria, the universe had boron to work with, so it built these elegant geometric domes. Here on Earth, in our boiling, corrosive environment, all it had was carbon. So it took that uninspired element and wove it into messy, tangled strings. And you know what? Both are valid. Both are life. This sums it all up so perfectly. It's not a contest of who's superior or inferior. It's a story of two different expressions of the exact same cosmic drive. They are the children of boron, the lords of the cold. We are the children of carbon, lords of the heat. They are masters of the icosahedron. We were born in oxygen's fire. But here's the tragic, beautiful irony. Despite this incredible realization of kinship, their two biologies are fundamentally at war. They can never meet. To touch one another would mean the instant, violent annihilation of both. And this is the question Professor Kalen leaves his students with. And it's a question for us, too. They are out there, our cosmic siblings, born of a completely different chemistry. We can never shake their hand, never share a room. So across that uncrossable chemical divide, how do you say hello?
Please like and subscribe.